Hearty welcome to our online class, class 7, subject science. So today we are stepping into the next unit, unit 3. And from the picture, can you able to identify the name of the topic which we are going to see today? Can you guess the topic, dears? And this is the straw. So I think these are all said to be the molecules, and this straw is made up of a polymer. So today, can you guess the topic? Yes, today we are going to see polymer chemistry. Polymer chemistry has a positive impact on your everyday life. Many of the materials we use are linked to the polymer. When you get ready for school, you wear clothes, shoes, and you do brush your teeth and take your school bag also. And did you ever ask yourself what these items are made up of? They are created from the fibers. So fibers are nothing but they are made up of long chains of natural or synthetic polymers. So today we are going to see polymer chemistry, right? And do you know what are polymers? So the word poly refers to many, and the word mer refers to smaller unit. So polymer is nothing but it is a combination of many smaller units. So many smaller units join together or combine together to form a polymer, right? So what is meant by a polymer? Many smaller units will join together to form a polymer, and in case of that unit can be a monomer also. So from the picture we can able to see here they are all said to be the monomeric units. So here all these monomeric units are joined together to form a polymeric structure. So polymer is nothing but the combination of many monomeric units, right? These monomeric units will combine together to form a polymeric chain. Polymers are very long chains made up of repeating smaller molecules called monomers that are joined together by covalent bonds, and the process is said to be polymerization. Here if you see, they are all said to be the monomers. They are all the smaller unit, and these smaller units will due to the process of polymerization they do form the polymer. And then these monomeric units are joined together by means of a covalent bond, and this is said to be the polymer, right? For example, if you see here ethylene, these are all said to be the small ethylene molecules, and these ethylene molecules are combined together by means of a covalent bond. Here you see it is an ethylene molecule, and this is another ethylene molecule, and these two ethylene molecules are joined by means of a covalent bond, right? So with the help of the polymerization process or with the help of the polymerization technique, monomers will join together to form the polymer, and they are linked by means of the covalent bond, right? So ethylene is a monomer unit to form the polyethylene, and the obtained product is said to be polyethylene. And now let us see the types of polymers. Polymers can be classified into natural and synthetic polymers. Can you imagine that your body produces and you are made up of natural polymers? The most familiar polymers that we use in our daily life are man-made or synthetic. So there are two different types of polymers. One is the natural polymer and the second one is the synthetic polymer. So first let us see natural polymer. Natural polymers are found in living systems that include proteins and carbohydrates in our bodies and cellulose in wood and paper. So if you see here, it is a cotton and this is a natural polymer, and it is a wood. It is also a natural polymer which is used for making paper, because cellulose will be present in wood and that cellulose will be responsible for the manufacturing of paper. They play a very important role in living things to provide structural materials and molecules needed for life process. Protein polymers are made from amino acid monomers. So here if you see, it is, I think you all know what is it. It is egg. So eggs will contain natural polymers and it is made up of protein. Proteins are nothing but the amino acid. It is also a polymer. Different combinations of the amino acid monomers create many different protein polymers, and examples of protein polymers will include DNA, enzyme, silk, skin, hair, your fingernail, feathers and fur. Examples of carbohydrate polymers will include cellulose, chitin and lignin found in plants. Cellulose is made of sugar molecules and it is the main component of cotton which is used in clothing. Chitin is found in the cell walls of fungi such as mushrooms and exoskeletons of insects such as crabs and spider. So if you see here, it is a crab. So we can say that chitin is found in the cell walls of fungi like mushroom and exoskeletons of insects like crab and spider. So they do contain natural polymer. Lignin consists of a network of polymer and is important in giving structure to the plant. And from the picture, can you able to guess? They're all the things which you will be using in your day-to-day life. So here it is a water bottle, and these toys will be used by you people for playing. So, and have you ever think what type of material are they made up of? Yes, they are made up of polymers, and since it is manufactured or it is manufactured by man, we do call them as synthetic polymer or artificial polymer or man-made polymer. They are man-made polymers produced by using raw materials from petroleum oil and gas. Plastics are synthetic polymers. When oils and gases are processed to make petrol, ethylene and propylene monomers are removed as byproducts. So they are nothing but the artificial polymers. So here also you can able to see there are also the examples for artificial polymers, right? So in our today's session we have seen what is meant by polymer and what are the different types of polymers. So we do have two different types. One is the natural and second type is the artificial polymer. Thank you, children.